Hi everyone, this is Neha Bhalla, Regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant, and today I am here to tell you about a real life case, a real life situation happened wherein an international student went to the border to apply the postgraduate work permit and he was issued a deportation order. And he was supposed to, as per the officers, he was given an order to leave the country within 10 days. So you guys don't make such a mistake. Then stay tuned and do watch this video till the end to know what mistake did the student made, and you should not make that same mistake again. Okay, so I will now start with the background of the student. So I have the details with me. So basically he was an international student, a citizen of India, and he came to study here in 2016. And he was studying till September 2018. So in September 2018, his course was supposed to be over. And his official graduation date was October 16th, 2018. Whereas he got the official transcripts on 20th of September 2018. And his study permit that was valid till December 31st, 2018. So what happened was he completed his course of studies in September 2018, and on October 9, that is before his official graduation date, on October 9, 2018, so he went to the port of entry at Manitoba. He there went to apply a postgraduate work permit. So what happened was, when you go to a border for applying the postgraduate work permit, many students are eager to go to the border and get the postgraduate work permit because you get it on the same day and you don't want to wait like in an online application. So he was very eager to get his postgraduate work permit. So he went to the border. So what happened there was a officer, the CBSA officer. So he was interviewed by a border service officer, and he refused his application. So what happened? Where did he went wrong? Why his application was refused? Let's see that now. These are, I have some the officer notes. So the notes the officer wrote that why he rejected his PGWP application at the border. So the first point the officer noted was, he said that he worked after being advised that he had completed his studies and has not enrolled in any other program or continue to study at any other institution. And the second point was also that he was working up to the date he came at the border for interview on 9th of October. And as he was working without an authorization, his PGWP was refused and he was given 10 days to deport. So what happened in this case was, basically why the officer declined his PGWP was, as per his notes, he said that he was working even after completing his studies. So what happened was, the student then applied, did not wanted to leave the country and the chance of getting a PGWP. So what did he do was, he applied for a judicial review for his application. So let's see what happened in this case. Was he allowed to stay in Canada, or he had to follow the deportation order? So what happened was, the issue was that he was illegally working from September 2018, when his course was completed, till October 9th. So the thing is that you cannot work after your studies get completed. So how did the officer get to know he was working? So what happened in the interview was, this all things came out in the judicial review, what happened. So in front of the judge. So the border service officer asked, what happens in a border is that in an online application, you then don't have to attend an interview, you don't answer the questions, you just fill the forms. But in case you are going to a border, the visa officer, the CBSA officer basically asks you questions, a kind of interview is over there. So if in the interview you say something wrong, or you accept about any illegal activities you have done, then obviously a deportation order. So what happened in his case was, border service officer asked him a question that if he was working during the duration of his studies. So the student replied that no, he was not working. He did not have any part-time job also. But what he admitted was that he said he worked few shifts for Skip the Dishes for his on behalf of his friend in September, and he could not recall those dates. So he admitted working for Skip the Dishes after the completion of his studies in September. So this is where the issue arises. As per the law, what the law says is that once a student receives the written confirmation that his program has been completed, he receives this confirmation from the college, from the institution, that they are no longer authorized to continue to work in Canada, as they no longer meet the eligibility criteria. So once you get a written confirmation from your institution that your studies are completed, you should stop working. You are not legally authorized to work. So, but when can you work? When you submit your online application. The time you click submit, you submit your PGWP application, you can start working. So, but he did not apply it online. He went to the border, and from the time he completed his studies till 9th October of his interview with on the border, so he said that he worked few shifts only for the skip dishes. So it doesn't matter to the visa officer whether you did a 1 shift or 2 shift or multiple shifts. The thing was that you indulged in a work. You did an illegal work activity when you were not allowed to work. So for this reason, he was issued a deportation order, and in front of judge, also in his judicial review, his appeal, his judicial review was basically dismissed. So basically there was no other option. He had to leave the country within the stipulated time period given by the CBSA officer. So from this story, I hope you international students learn this, that do not get excited and an eagerment to obtain the PGWP in a hurry. You guys rush to the border, okay, that we'll get our PGWP in 1 day. So don't do that. Just think before that. You can apply it online, and while you apply online, then also you have the time, then also you are eligible to work, right? So yes, but you have to apply before your study permit expires. So if you have applied in that time frame, you will be authorized to work. So don't rush to the border to get your PGWP. You might make some mistake in hurry, and because there is an interview with the CBSA officer basically. So his mistake was, yes, it was his mistake that he was illegally working, and he was in a rush to get the PGWP application basically, due to which he rushed to the border for getting his PGWP. Guys, I hope you liked my video and learned something from the video, and it was informative and useful for all the international students here in Canada. And yes, I am a regulated licensed immigration consultant, and I operate from Mississauga, Ontario. And if you have any questions, queries, doubts related to your study permit application, restoration or extensions or PGWP, you can do contact us at the below number. And yes, we would try to get back to you as soon as possible. And also you can contact us for your applications, that you can file the applications through us. And yes, don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video, because we do come up with regular Canadian immigration updates, and I'll try to cover up more such real life stories, what happened in past with the students, did they file a judicial review, what was the result, so that you could learn from the past experiences and past mistakes of the people.